evaluate the integral of sine squared x plus cosine squared x plus tan squared x plus cotangent squared x plus secant squared x plus cosecant squared x dx. So we can apply Pythagorean identities here. So if we group the first two terms, sine squared x plus cosine squared x, we know from Pythagorean identity that it's just equal to 1, right? Plus, for tan squared x, we don't have standard integral formula for tan squared x, but we can apply Pythagorean identity, which is equal to secant squared x minus 1. Because secant squared x has a standard integral formula already, which is equal to tangent x. Likewise, the negative 1, its integral will be negative x. So this will be integrable now. For cotangent squared x, again, it doesn't have a standard integral formula, but we can apply Pythagorean identity as well. So cotangent squared x is equal to cosecant squared x minus 1. Cosecant squared x is now integrable. It's equal to negative cot x. And negative 1, its integral will be negative x. And then plus, so we can just copy secant squared x plus cosecant squared x because they are both integrable. Then dx. So simplifying, we'll have integral of sine squared x plus cosine squared x is 1. Then plus secant squared x plus secant squared x, that's 2 secant squared x. And then cosecant squared x plus cosecant squared x, that's 2 cosecant squared x. And negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. And we can combine with 1 here. So 1 minus 2, that's negative 1 dx. So we can distribute the integral symbol. We'll have negative integral of dx, then plus 2 integral of secant squared x dx, plus 2 integral of cosecant squared x dx. So negative integral of dx, it's x, plus 2 integral of secant squared x dx, tangent x, and then plus 2 times the integral of cosecant squared x dx is negative cot x. Then put plus c for the constant of integration. So simplifying further, we'll have negative x plus 2 tan x, then plus 2 times negative cot x, it's negative 2 cot x plus c. So this is the final answer.